your end goal was always to build something great. And
Correct.
so at that point, now you're like, hey, how can I build something great? Maybe it's not maybe it's not continuing what I'm doing now. Maybe it's doing something else. So you're looking at this investing. Was it immediately over into multifamily, or did you
Immediately.
be like, hey, I need to buy some single family properties or go
Nope,
wholesale
nope.
some houses?
So I had single family, I had fix and flips. Me personally, yes, you can make money. My girlfriend flipped homes, but and I've opened her eyes to multifamily. I had those single family rentals. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense on single family rentals. You have one tenant, one person paying the rent. If something happens, you have to come out of your pocket. If anything happens large, HVAC, roof, you name it, that right there can wipe out your whole profits. And so I let all my single family portfolio go. I sold everything I had. And I'm a firm believer of the book, The One Thing, wrote by Gary Keller. I believe he's still the CEO of Keller Williams.
Great book.
But the phenomenal book. It tells you to focus on your one thing. And now some people may say, well, Chris, sometimes you contradict yourself because you say diversify. There's two different things. In my opinion, you have to focus on that one thing if you're a business owner, which is your business, until you grow it to a certain level. And then you can seek diversification with other investments. I've grown QC capital to a certain level. Well, now I have experts in the early stage startup companies where I can invest passively and focus still on my one thing, but I can still diversify, which is super important. So I am a firm believer of diversification up until a certain point. But to get to that certain point, you need to focus on one thing. You
Yeah, there's
can't be
this
split.
there's the phrase, I'm sure you've heard it many times, like most millionaires have like seven sources of income, and the whole thought behind that is, or at least the message behind that is hey, you need to go out and get seven streams of income, when that's not really how it is. Like, those millionaires made their money on one or two streams, and then they went out and added others later on.
I mean, look at Tony Robbins. You know Tony Robbins, right?
Yep. Yep.
He has over 100 businesses. 100. But I can ensure you, to get to that level, he focused on one business. And then he started diversifying
100%.
into resorts, into multiple coaching programs, you name it.
So why do you think more real estate agents don't do, or I'll say this, in talking with agents over the years, most say, hey, I want to invest in real estate, but they don't. Why do you think that is?
They don't have enough knowledge. Even though they are real estate agents, they
They're
help people.
insiders.
Correct. They help people during a transaction on buying and selling. They don't have enough knowledge to buy apartment complex. And I say that very nicely. Buy an apartment complex, analyze a T12, a P&L, which is also the T12. Some people don't know what a T12 is, or the rent roll, and to understand, well, there's a high loss to lease. How can we clean up that loss to lease? What's going on with the vacancy here? When you analyze a rent roll, what are the efficient rents? What are the gross rents? All of that plays into a factor which they don't know at the end of the day. And they may be phenomenal sales agents. They may have a team, which I've hung out with the top teams, top 25 with Keller Williams. When I was at Keller Williams, Gary Keller's top 25 in the world, top individuals in there. And they are laser focused on growing their business, that one thing, which is great. But diversifying, actually, think of this as a real estate agent. If you diversify and invest with both Chris's, invest into real estate, and you utilize those tax benefits because you're already a real estate professional, and so it wipes out your taxes. What can you do with that extra money to grow your business?
Yeah,
To then
that's where.
invest more?
Yeah, most realtors don't know that they're sitting on one of the greatest tax benefits that the IRS
Yeah.
allows,
And they're
but they have
not,
no
and the
idea what
IRS,
real estate professional
the
means.
IRS agreed. And the IRS is not going to write you in an email or send you a letter with bold 50 font saying, hey, there is a tax exemption option for real estate professionals. If you buy real estate, do a cost seg depreciation on it, you can depreciate the asset and utilize that as a depreciation off your taxes. They're
Correct.
not going to put that in. It's going
No.
to be in the little tiny fine print where we're going to have to zoom in 250%. So it's advantageous to help you to grow your business by investing into real estate and then using that excess cash to grow your business. On top of that, you can also give another type of service to your high net worth individuals who are buying expensive homes that they can also invest into real estate.
Yep.
So
It
then
goes
you
back
can
to what
now
you're
grow
saying, education. It's all education.
100%.